What is up, Kissables? This is the Kissable Diva, your love coach, your date night expert, and I plan dates for busy couples. You are now tuning into the Kissable Nights podcast, where we discuss everything love, sex, and relationships. Welcome back, you guys. I know it's been such a break, but I wanted to kind of revamp the podcast, and it's going to look a little different. I initially wanted to talk about dating this last season of the year, last quarter of the year, but you're gonna see some changes. But the one thing that I'm highlighting is this season is called From His Perspective, and we're going to get into some things that couples will be able to use when they're trying to spend quality time with each other. Tomorrow is our anniversary, our 1-year anniversary, which I am so excited about and proud that the Kissable Nights podcast is still going strong. And with the first podcast that I posted, it was called Dating Etiquette with Lurleen Perigore, and we talked about, dating etiquette. That was like a probably 45-minute long podcast. Since then, we have grown, and my first season I talked about dating, and it was from different age groups, male and female. I thought it was a really good perspective on dating out there today. In the second season, we spoke with Miss Amber Wright, who is a communication specialist, and she gave some really good tips on couples being able to communicate with each other intimately. We went on to have another show called Keeping It Hot and Sexy, and that was with Miss Shy Davis, who is a sexpert. I absolutely enjoyed doing this with her. I totally regret not breaking this in half, but that one is like an hour long. And if you have any time, please go back and listen to that, because she gives some good advice on if you are trying to explore something different with your partner. She gives some amazing tips and advice, and even has a couple of stories for you. We went on to speak with Chef Madam B, who did aphrodisiacs, and I absolutely enjoyed talking to her. She's so knowledgeable when it comes to food and sex. I love it. So if you have any time, make sure to go back and listen to any of these podcasts. We also spoke to Dr. Tasha, who talked about being stressed in the relationship. We talked to the Tanksleys, which the wife is that chick Angel. If you ever look her up, she's absolutely amazing. I'm so happy that they took the time out to do the podcast. They talked about strengths in relationships. She also has a show on Facebook called Mommy Confessions. I was really elated that they both entertained the fact of coming on to the podcast. So this season, I wanted to highlight men, and men who are in relationships, men who have been in relationships. I'm not telling you the titles that we're going to get into, but I'm really excited to talk to men and them give their insight as to what they do to spend quality time with their significant others, and what tips they can provide for those that are listening. So as I said, it has been some time, and the podcast is the look of it is gonna change because I am wanting to provide more tips, more things that couples can do together. So this particular season, yes, I'm going to have men to co-host, but I'm also going to have a couple of series of me offering some good tips and tricks and advice for busy couples. So I'm not keeping y'all long tonight. I just wanted to do this introduction to let you know that we are back. Save us in your whatever you listen to, whether it be Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, wherever you listen to your podcast. Remember to save us and tune in every Sunday, 8 p.m. Every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This is the Kissable Nights podcast. Remember to look that up. I'm elated to be back. This is gonna be good, guys. This is gonna be good. I'm excited to be back. I enjoy doing this podcast. I don't know what took me so long to do it. A friend of mine told me that I needed to hurry up and that I needed to go ahead and start my own podcast, but I always shied away from it. But here I am. I'm doing it again. I'm coming back again. I'm so excited to be back. And yeah, so we're going to have our first official, well, this is the first official episode, but we're going to actually be coming in with something that you can use for next Sunday. So every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time is when you will get an episode from the Kissable Nights podcast. That's about it, y'all. I mean, we have a lot of things coming down the pipeline. I can't really talk about it right now until it's like actually done. I hate talking about things that I want done and then they're not done. So I just want to have them done before I even say anything to you, so that when you go looking for it, it's there. So with that being said, thank you so much to all of you who have downloaded the episodes, who actually look for it every week. I totally appreciate the support. I want to find a way so that you all are able to express that support. So that's sure to follow. And I have a couple things rolling out that I want you guys to benefit from. So with that being said, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for listening. Make sure to keep us saved, so anytime that we update or anytime that we upload a podcast, you'll be able to listen and participate. Thank you so much. This is the Kissable Diva, your date night expert, your love coach, and I plan dates for busy couples. You are now listening to the Kissable Nights podcast, where we discuss everything love, sex, and relationships. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate you. Love you. And remember to keep it kissable. Good night.